All right, help him. Jeez, I can't even talk. Welcome back. So we are still working on those Mage Quest recommendations here.
Tidings, citizen.
The Bruma one, where we need to find our missing man. I happen to know he's invisible, but that's because I can recall it from the prior game. And we shall do that. I do have a couple like Starfield topics I'd like to discuss while we're playing here, kind of in between combat. And I'll probably end up snipping it out for some short videos. Why not kind of, how do I say this? Multitask and record a Let's Play, but also talk about some important Starfield and news.
Any luck finding Jaskar?
Let's see.
Please come find me as soon as you've located Jaskar.
We need to get a potion of Detect Life.
Go ahead, please.
I don't think I have my alchemy set on me. Jaskar.
Look, I like you and all, but I really don't want to get in the middle of this. If Volanara and Jaskar want to have their fun, fine. I'm not going to participate, and I'm not saying another word about it. Take it up with them.
Okay.
I have potions and everything you need to make your own. What will it be?
Let's get rid of this Iliad statue. This thing's taking up a room.
Another satisfied customer.
Oh, wait. I wanted to buy
I have potions and everything you need to make your own. What will it be?
So last time the volume was a little bit low on my mic. I kind of noticed that after I was processing. I did bump up the volume a little bit, but viewer feedback is absolutely appreciated on this to kind of like dial in the quality. And, you know, like I said before, I'm going to be kind of using this series to improve a little bit of my video quality for Starfield stuff. A little bit of dialing in, and this is kind of like a throwaway series. Well, I wouldn't call it a throwaway. It'll end up making
Thank you.
what
Come
I
again.
paid for this game back.
Good day.
And we got the fuzzies. I think below me. Let's check down here. It's a completely different room. Maybe.
I hope I can help. Look, I like you and all, but if Volanara... You too.
Okay, so I have one leading to her. Note, this is the first game that they implemented the quest marker, and it was not the best quest marker. They did improve it a little bit. I see you there.
Go away. You'll ruin everything.
It's Volanaro at your service. Need a spell? Need an item recharged? Need a witty practical joke played on someone? I can handle it all.
Let's talk about Jaskar.
Oh, Jean has you looking for him, does she? I'm afraid you're not going to find him easily. I think, a spell backfired. That's probably it. With all due respect to our wonderful leader, she couldn't cast her way out of a paper sack. It's insulting that we're here, working for her, when she knows nothing. She's managed to butter up the right people just enough to keep her position, and there's little we can do about it. But we have our ways of coping with the situation. Oh, Jean has you looking for him, does she? Yes? How nice. It's just what I want. You want to find Jaskar? All
Yes.
right, I think I can help with that. But you have to agree to do something for me first. And whatever you do, you can't tell Jean about it, all right?
Okay, what is it?
That's the spirit. You help me pull off a little prank, and I'll help you find Jaskar.
Depends on the prank, man.
Really? You're going to love this. I'll teach you a spell to unlock things. What you need to do is get into Jean's desk and bring me her manual of spellcraft, okay? Her room is upstairs. Make sure no one sees you. You do that for me, and I'll make sure you can find Jaskar.
Okay. That sounds fair enough.
Let me know when you're done with that little task.
I found Jaskar, by the way. He's right here. All right. Supposedly, he taught me a spell. Whoops. My skill is too low. I can't even do the most minor of spells. Okay, we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Manual of Spellcraft. Report disaster on... We're gonna read that. Wrong button. It was a report. Report of the Imperial Commission on the disaster of Loneath, Lord Pritrid, Chairman, blah blah blah. Oh, this is 36 pages long. We're not going to read all of this. Okay. I don't know what that was I picked up, but it seemed cool. Hi, Jaskar.
Greetings. Have you pulled that little prank yet?
Prank.
You've got Jean's book, I see. All right then. I'll just take that from you. Meet me here in the living quarters, just after 10 p.m.
Sure. What time is it now? So if we wait 4 hours, it'll be just after 10 p.m.
Ready to find Jaskar?
Jaskar.
Just watch. You'll see.
Hello.
Hello there. I hear you've been looking for me. Please, don't be mad. We were just having some fun. We just get tired of Jean lording her position over us when she barely knows anything about magic. Every now and then, we like to trick her. We figured it was time to move on to a new prank. This one was getting boring anyway. So, you can tell her you found me. Finding ways to confuse her just never gets old for me. It's good practice of our skills, too. But it's mostly just funny.
Right.
Well, it was fun while it lasted. I'll have to start thinking up something new to try.
Okay.
Be seeing you.
We'll go talk to...
A pleasure to speak with
You're
you.
the wrong person.
Good day.
And she's probably up here. Yeah, she's in her bed. Wake up!
Any luck finding Jaskar?
Jaskar.
Found him, did you? Well, I suppose that's good. You'll have to forgive me. I seem to have misplaced something. Yes, well, let's never mind that. You've fulfilled your end of the bargain, though, so I'll fulfill mine. Ramanus will have my recommendation. And don't you forget about me once you've finished your training. I'm sure we can help each other out.
All right.
Good day.
Got that recommendation. Let me see here. So let's check out the map. Let's zoom this out a little bit. So we still have Breville and Leowin and also Cheydinhal. But I very much think Cheydinhal will be next on our list. Seems like a logical course to take. So, we need to look for such a pretty city. We need to look for the Mages Guild. A little bridge here. I recall it from
Good to
the
see you.
original. Hasn't aged a bit. Well, I'll take these mushrooms outside your house. Controls are kind of loose. I should adjust that. Whatever.
Hurry up before I change my mind.
Mages Guild. No. It's a house for sale. I hear you. There you are. Where the heck is the Mages Guild?
Stand
Where are
clear.
you, Mages Guild? Are you back here? Can I even fit back here? Yeah, I can. Yep. Have the church there. I sworn it had a well in the back. No, that's the Dark Brotherhood there. No. I know Cheydinhal has a Mages Guild. I just need to find it. Feel
Evening.
it is in this area here. There's the Fighters Guild. It's definitely not the Mages Guild. Maybe this? No, this is not it. It's a bookseller. Got some inns.
What do you want, Ashborn?
That was kind of rude. I think this is the Mages Guild. Yes.
Hello. It's my pleasure. Please continue. That's Falcar's responsibility. He takes it very seriously.
All right.
Farewell.
We need to find Falcar. No, that's Novice.
What is it?
There were lights spotted at Sundercliff Watch. That place was cursed by Mehrunes Dagon himself. Best not to go there.
I'm Magician Orantor of the Mages Guild. I divide my time between the Cheydinhal Guild and my own private studies at Willowbank. Take care.
We need to find Falcar.
Hello, associate.
Wherever he is. Maybe he's upstairs. Could be in the basement. You're not Falcar. You look like a Falcar, though. You definitely look like a Falcar to me. It's like 85. I refuse to put on my AC, so I'm sweating it out. It definitely makes it a lot worse with like a headset on your head. Your ears covered. Needs a key. I'm looking for a Falcar. Falcar. Where is this Falcar? Not here.
Good to see you.
He's got to be upstairs. I looked all downstairs. Maybe you can help.
A pleasure
Argonia.
to speak with you.
Recommendation.
I'm afraid you'll have to speak to Falcar about that.
Well, where is he?
Our hall doesn't offer much in the way of training. I can teach some basic alteration skills, but that's about it.
I am going to wait to daytime.
Good day.
When he's probably at wherever he's hiding at. He's probably going to be out. 6 hours.
It's you. Hi.
Hi.
Hello?
Let's check downstairs. See if he's down here. Who the heck is this dude? There you are.
What is it, associate? Don't tell me you're here for a recommendation.
Yes, I am, sir.
Don't waste my time if you're not ready for this. Are you prepared to do what is necessary to gain a recommendation from me?
Yes.
Very well. We shall see how prepared you actually are. There was a particular ring of burden I was testing some time ago. Another stupid associate somehow got his hands on it and managed to misplace it. If I didn't know better, I'd say he purposely tossed it down the well behind the guild hall. Why he would do such a thing is beyond me. You will retrieve this ring for me. Should you manage to do so, I shall consider sending a recommendation to the university. The well is locked, so you'll need the key. Dietzen should have a copy of it. Now get moving.
Okay. Ring of Burden?
It's not a normal ring, you see. You may find it slightly difficult to carry. Don't say I didn't warn you. Goodbye.
All right. Before we go diving in a
Well met. Don't tell me Falcar's given you the same task he gave Vidkun. Oh, dear, I'd say more, but... Well, Falcar is the ranking member here, and I don't feel comfortable talking about him. I'm sorry. I'll tell you what. Find me when Falcar's not around, and then we'll talk. After we've spoken, you can have the key. Believe me, this is important.
Okay, I probably have to wait till
Take care.
nighttime. Okay, so... Let me buy a potion
I'm
from you.
Islandweed. May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
You have water breathing. It's water walk. Water breathing 90 seconds.
Tell your
Souls.
friends about me.
We're definitely going to need that one. Alright.
Good day.
And I can't wait for the sun to go down, have it cool down a little bit. So let's speed up time to like 10 p.m. And we'll talk to her when this Falcar character is no longer around.
I'm Dietzen. We can talk, so long as Falcar is out of earshot. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's trying to get you killed. He gave poor Vidkun the same task, and we never saw him again. I'm reasonably sure there's a connection, but I can't prove it. Do be careful. I'd hate to lose another useful associate. Here's the key, and something extra. I don't know if it will be of use to you, but from what I've heard of Falcar's ring, it may come in handy. And if you find out anything about what happened to Vidkun, let me know, will you?
Sure thing.
Take care.
I believe Vidkun's probably dead at the bottom of the well. We will look for his body. Alright. Here's the well. Where's our potion of the sea? This is actually like really hard to do without a water breathing potion. Weighs 150 pounds. What a jerk. Nice little trap Bethesda put there. So if you're not paying attention, you can go down there and, like, burden yourself immediately. It's the Fighters Guild. It's a bookstore. God dang it. Here we are.
Look at the muscles. I'm afraid some things have happened while you've been gone, Associate. It may affect your recommendation. He's dead?
Yes.
Oh, I knew it. I just knew something like this had happened. Falkar must have known, and yet he said nothing. How could he allow this to happen? Thank you for letting me know. I'm sorry that you had to be a part of all of this.
All right. What about the recommendation?
I'll admit, it's my doing. I couldn't leave well enough alone, and after you'd left to go after that ring, well, I'm just so tired of the way we've all been treated by Falkar. I was worried about you and angry about Vidkun, so I confronted Falkar directly. He was furious when I told him I'd helped you, and then when I threatened to report him to the Council of Mages, I thought he was going to kill me. He flew into a rage. I didn't even understand some of his ranting, but he said that our days are numbered, and then he stormed out. I don't know if he ever wrote your recommendation. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this to happen. Perhaps you should go look and see if he did write one. You should check his room in the living quarters. If you see the note or anything else unusual, let me know. I'll gladly send it to the council.
Okay.
Bye.
What brings you here?
Well met.
So I think the living quarters is down here. It's in the basement. Come on. Black soulstone. Yes, I will. We shall take them to her immediately. How do I get? Did I just come from this room?
How are you?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Mock now runs a good business. He's a grumpy old man, though.
He knows a lot about running his store. Of course, he's not the easiest person to talk to. Good. What's this? Black soul gems? Oh dear, this is worse than I'd expected. All right, I'll just take these from you. I'll need them for my report to the council. Now, you didn't find any sort of recommendation? Very well. I shall write one myself and include it in my report to the council. In light of the circumstances, I believe they'll find it more than adequate.
I'm sure they will. Black Soul Gem, he must be up to necromancy.
Goodbye.
All right.
Hello there.
So we did 2 of the Mage's Guild quests. I think we're going to deviate and do something else briefly. I just need to check something. Kind of. Schedules in this game. People like complain that it's not moving time. But people complain that there's no schedules.
Hello.
In
How great.
whatchamacallit,
How do you
in
do?
Starfield.
Evening.
Good evening.
What's going on with you?
What's new with... Good day.
But I understand why. It's really a
Heard people
convenience
saying
thing.
they ran into goblins around here not long ago.
Hi there.
Horrible things.
What's going on
I hear that
with
the
you?
High Elves train them. I
I've
can't
heard...
imagine.
Just wait till morning. I need to buy some alchemical ingredients. I need that alchemist there.
Greetings to you.
Oh, hello.
A pleasure to speak.
Yeah, and now you're willing to sell me stuff
Let's
because
do
your
business.
schedule says you can. We need some like mort flesh or bone mill. There it is.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Oh, you got journeyman stuff. I'll pick it up later.
Thank you for your business. You too.
Uh-oh, my controller's lagging out. I don't know why this happens. It's so weird. But the first topic I want to talk about is I've seen several articles recently about modders not being motivated to make mods in Starfield. Now, this is based off of one modder who was governing the community patch for Starfield. And several journalists, I'm going to use quotations because this isn't journalism, by the way. This is just like wild speculation, extrapolating based off of one data point, that modders are not motivated to make mods for Starfield anymore. And, somehow this one modder not being motivated to continue working on the community patch somehow means that all modders are not motivated to work on Starfield, which is just absolutely silly idea in itself. To extrapolate based off of one mod. Now, they do cite like, hey, this is the most downloaded mod, which in itself is true. But I'm going to give some stipulations on that. They're going based off of data available for Nexus. Nexus downloads is about, less than 10%. of the total download pool. Basically, 90% of mod downloads for Starfield are occurring where they are occurring on Xbox with the creation kit. And that's just the fact of it. And furthermore, with the community patch being like #1 downloaded on Nexus, we don't really know the stats for Xbox or that, so I'll just grant it to him. We'll just call it the most downloaded. That does not count how many people downloaded it, used it, and uninstalled it. Myself, I would be one of those people. I downloaded that mod, I used it, I didn't really notice any improvements, and I in fact started getting weird clashes with other mods. So what happened was I uninstalled it. I don't use it, nor do I recommend using it for anyone. I think it's really unnecessary, and I think that's part of why the mod author didn't have proper motivation. I think it's around this area here. Didn't have proper motivation in continuing this because unlike prior Bethesda games where, community patches and unofficial patches were extremely necessary, in Starfield it's not that necessary. And in fact, if you look at the most recent updates for the community patch, you know what they were? They were rollbacks. They were rolling back corrections because Bethesda had fixed issues. It's really not necessary. In fact, at this point, the community patch is mostly addressing kind of cosmetic bugs and stuff like that. But let's go ahead and examine the idea that modders are not motivated to make mods. I will say that is the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard, because one, we see Overwatch that is scheduled to be launched on May 20th. That is a large mod that my understanding is going to be the size of a faction quest. Myself, I have scheduled a live stream for Tuesday for a new mod that's going to launch, and then we can look at other projects like Darkstar, which just recently came out and overhauls all the gameplay mechanics. I don't think there's a lack of motivation within the modding community. I think basically these authors writing these articles, they're basically the same article. I've seen it 3 times now where authors, they're just citing one person and they're citing this one case example and extrapolating that to the entire community. But I don't think these mod authors are really locked into what's happening within the mod community, nor do I think they attempt it, because if they would have asked any of the modders, they probably would have told them right away, you're kind of full of crap. In fact, the birth and the growth of mods on Starfield has been rather fast in comparison to prior titles. Fallout 4, mod authors did not go to Fallout 4 for some substantial time. A lot of people were not happy with the changes that were made in Fallout 4, and mod authors stayed in Skyrim and stayed there. However, that just doesn't seem to be the case in Starfield. I'm seeing, there's occasional mod authors that are nah, I don't like that game, but, it's a different genre. Not everyone's going to like it. But a lot of mod authors, have creations both on, Skyrim, Fallout, and Starfield. And it's just rather shocking to see multiple journalists, quote unquote, say this, and they don't do their due diligence. They don't ask around the modding community. It's kind of a shame that these people consider themselves journalists, but they're not going to do the least bit of journalistic investigations, like look at upcoming launches. Like, at the time the articles were written, the announcement for Overwatch had already been made. It was already out. There's other major projects that came out, like Darkstar, which I would 100% consider a major project. That's a major overhaul, and it's laying the groundwork for other things to build out, like these massive faction quest chains, and still have them fun for people that are like high levels and do that stuff. So that, like, that stuff's like a lot of groundwork, and it's I don't know if it's like deliberate ignorance, like just want to hate on Starfield, so we're just going to twist facts to hate on Starfield, or if it's just bad journalism. But whatever, they probably should not be in the journalist industry. Namely, like the article from Screen Rant, like 90% of it was kind of like half-truths to outright lies. So like there is a very vibrant modding community within Starfield currently. Of course, there are some issues with creations, but overall, like, I would call creations a success. Definitely some criticism that could be fed towards Bethesda about creations, but they've done a decent job. There are a lot of good creations out there. Sure, there's a ton of like really cheap rendered weapons and stuff put up there for like a couple dollars, but there's also like you can get stuff like Derek, who's like $3 and is a fully fleshed out companion that follows you around with, like, I think he's probably got like 1,500 lines on that character now at this point. But just, yeah, rather astonishing that, like, gaming journalists can basically not do the due diligence, take one data point, and then just extrapolate that based off the entire, like, extrapolate that to the entire, like, modding community. It's rather insulting to the modding community that is enthusiastic and is putting out massive work. And, like, honestly, I think the authors of those articles actually do owe the modding community an apology for that, like, based off of one person losing interest in a mod that's not necessary with Starfield. If I was going to describe it, like, the community patch kind of really is necessary with Skyrim and Fallout 4, but it is very little. It's almost not necessary at all. There's like a couple bug fixes, like stuff like getting stuck in Chameleon. They did fix that, but like it's not worth the hassle of me having to read all those notes of all the stuff they fixed, and when it like really does not affect gameplay whatsoever. Like, I'm not getting stuck in quests anymore due to defects. Like, most of those have been worked out. So that's basically my spiel on that, because you're probably going to see that talking point pop up where they're going to cite, one mod author is no longer enthusiastic and doesn't wish to continue working on a community patch, which is unnecessary. And then we're going to extrapolate that based off of all the mod authors and say that they all feel this way, which is just completely patently false, and it's idiotic at the same point. It's just stupid. Yeah, it's just really poor logic, really poor data points, and just bad journalism. Like, they really could have reached out to a couple mod authors, probably could have reached out to Kinggrath about, like, his opinion. He's a big mod author for Starfield. Wicked Gaming could have reached out to him, but they didn't reach out to anyone for comment. They just went ahead and then put out their opinion piece based off of one data point, one person, and assumed all mod authors felt that way, which, it's just downright bad journalism. But I'm gonna wrap it up there. We're gonna continue this quest, and I'll talk about some other stuff.
By the detritus of the profane I am brought forth, and by your offering you have made the profane your interest mortal. The undead are foul, unnatural things. Some of my rivals take pleasure in these abominations. Not Meridia. I wish these creatures destroyed. Hidden behind a door, deep in howling cave, are necromancers. They rob graves for the materials to raise their undead armies. Find these necromancers, destroy them and their abominations. Do this, and earn the gratitude of Meridia.
All right, this is the next quest we're going to go do. I guess on the way, we can talk about the most recent update and the fact that Starfield is not dead. I'm going to actually clip this section too for a different video. And Richard Presents actually did a really good piece on that, and I'll probably, when I clip this for that video, I will include a link to that because he did some wonderful graphics which really spell this out. But things have been happening at a very predictable pace. And we are likely going to see the next DLC announced in June at, June 8th at the Xbox Showcase, like they did last time. So, like, everyone all concerned, I would not be concerned. And just to furthermore, I think they figured out that they should hold off on like updates like the Rev 8 for DLCs just to build more hype to it. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like, you know, they're going to develop stuff and then just save it for DLC and package it in based off of feedback from the DLC, blah, blah, blah. We didn't get new stuff, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you know, 2 weeks prior to, you did get new stuff. Do you need them to just like secretly hold that stuff they developed for you? I guess just to make like weird internet people happy when they develop things like the Rev 8, which is going to we're gonna fast travel here and then travel there, going to like improve your quality of life in game. Apparently, you know, because DLCs need to include like new mechanics with everything, they should withhold that stuff from us and then just later on, just so that, we go, look at this new mechanic they included in the DLC instead of just including it in the free update. But we just got a new update in beta. A lot of people, and I'll go back to Richard Presents. Really going to link that video hard. He showed a lot of graphics about like frame rates and stuff like that. I'm hearing reports that like basically the shudders are cured on that game, which, you know, normally anytime you exit a menu in Starfield, the game kind of has like a stutter for a little bit. What are you doing? But apparently that's been fixed, and then there's also some other stuff that I would like to talk about as well that are coming to that update. One is the cap on mod size is being increased to 2 gigabytes. So this is going to allow a lot bigger mods, like faction-sized mods, to come to Starfield. Like we've seen, there's a lot of mods that are on Nexus that are not on Creations, and the sole reason they are not on Creations is because of the mod size. It's too big to be on Creations. So lifting this cap is going to bring like a lot of cool things, especially like a lot of Star Wars mods where they're like overhauling planets and cities. Those are rather large. They contain a lot of texture overhauls, etc. And that's a lot of why they aren't on creations. So that's something that's cool that's going to be coming up in that update, is going to be, you know, an expansion of the mod size limit. So we'll be able to see bigger mods, etc. What else is coming? That's a really cool flame, by the way. What else is coming? Bundles. So a lot of the updates, there were some bug fixes, some like performance stuff, no real free content. They're probably going to hold that off to the DLC, just based off of, you know, the response to the prior DLC and the fact that they could have bundled the Rev 8 and probably placated that rather easily. But a lot of the update was for creations. So one of the things coming to creations is bundles. So mod authors are going to get the opportunity to bundle creations. So what does this mean? Like, mod authors, they're going to be able to take, like, say if they have like 2 or 3 works, they'll be able to bundle those together and reprice them. Why is this useful? I don't know what kind of tools mod authors get to determine price, but I'm sure some of them do at times have regrets, and this is like an opportunity for them to reprice things a little bit more reasonably, or not if they're happy with how they priced it the first time. But also it allows them to kind of boost sales on like a lot of their older works. Like they can go ahead and discount it, bundle it up with some new stuff, and get some extra sales, and then you get, you know, a cheaper mod. Something that may have used to be $3 is now $2. So that is something good. That is something to be looking for as we come. I don't know if it's going to be like the first person to, you know, start bundling stuff. I can definitely think of a few names that have multiple creations out there that could probably benefit from maybe bundling 2 or 3 things together. Like, hey, here's a pack of, you know, 3 story-based quests for the game, and it's, you know, instead of you paying like $10 in total for all 3 of them, you're going to pay, you know, $8 or something like that, and discount it a little bit. So definitely something to be looking out for as we come. That, the performance improvement, and the larger size for mods. But yeah, I'm going to end that there. We're going to go ahead in this cave and clear out all these necromancers. One down. Mudcraft. I don't know if you know this, but majority of my videos are completely unscripted. I just turn on a mic and talk, and then I post it. Now, I will gather video up that makes sense when I'm talking, or like B-roll footage, etc. But I don't really script them. I have scripted them in the past, and usually my scripted videos perform a lot worse than my unscripted ones. I don't know why that is. I think it's probably because people can tell that I'm reading. Probably need to work on my reading flow so it doesn't sound like I'm reading as much. Stay still. What did I contract? I contracted some disease. God dang it. I think I have a cure common disease. Potion of healing. Cure poison, fire shield. No. It's annoying. These caves are pretty well done, I would say. I don't think I came down this way. Not crab. My God, I can't wait till the sun goes down and it starts to cool down. It's got to be like 84. I really don't want to turn on the AC because like my bill's gonna end up being like $1 million. About to walk away and that thing opened. Wisp stock.
Whatever it was, it's gone now.
I need potions. Health potions. Lots of them. I'll take one of those. Two. Dead too. I'm just gonna run past all your summons and beat you to death. I died. They're summoning like 1 billion things. Okay. I believe I have some poisons in here. At least I think I do. I could have sworn I did. I remember making them. What happened to them? I don't know what happened to them. Showing up in miscellaneous or something? Or did they just disappear from my inventory? They disappeared from my inventory, didn't they? I swear, things have been disappearing from my inventory. Let's repair stuff. Let me just scan through this real quick, make sure it's not like falling under this tab. They're all in this room with me. Okay, let's preemptively take some health potions. Take all of them.
This ends here. Did you realize I've been holding you back?
You're my next one. You're on my list.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic
There's like 15
worm.
enemies in here. This is ridiculous.
Getting tired.
Okay, why does this whole freaking room aggro? This is like damn near impossible. I might have to flee. Come back at a later time. I don't want to do that, though. I'm already in here. I really don't want to have to come back. And I have no clue where my poisons went. I made them. Let's think magic-wise. Don't really have like any get out of jail free scrolls. Let's repair everything. Let's see, I think I might have some improvements. Yeah, this is an improvement. Get rid of that. Okay, so this is probably the best I got. I wish I had those poisons I made. Quit healing yourself.
I'm just warming up.
I wish there was a separate tab for potions that was separate from your ingredients, to be honest.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. You're pathetic.
Why am I in third person all of a sudden? Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. I think I'm going to have to bail because of all the summons they have.
Hello.
It's just like an
Hi there.
insane amount.
What's new with you?
They say that slavery has been abolished in Morrowind. House Strez and...
I'm going to give this one more shot. And then I'm going to give up and come back at a later date when I have, like, the poisons I made. Like, what the hell happened to them? I had poisons in my inventory. Now they're not in here. Okay, yeah, we want to repair. I might cheese them and run out.
Lalu have renounced the...
Morrowind has always been a troubling place. It seems it is more so now.
Take care.
Whoa!
I fought blood for fear.
Okay, inventory. Spam some health potions. Let's go through the door. Let's see if they follow me. My personality is being drained now. One of them is dead. My conjuring is being drained. Everything's freaking being drained, man.
You elves are all the same. All flash and no fury.
The best you can do?
Just keep killing themselves. Stop healing yourself and just fall over and die, won't you? Okay, we need health now. Got 2 of them down. My illusion is being drained. How lovely.
I'm just warming up, you worm. I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
Quit healing yourself. Oh my god. It's like, I almost have you dead. Full health again. Finally.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
I don't know where you're at.
Outmatched, elf.
Jesus. You guys better have some good stuff. Glass mace, I'll take it. Necromancer hood. Potion of healing. Potion of sorcery. Shock. Snowball. Black soul gem, glass mace, major wounding. This is why they're healing so much. They have healing potions all over them. Death dispel. Another glass mace. Lesser staff of fireball. There we go. This is what was destroying all my stats. Oh, I am over encumbered. Oh wait, I still have that stupid ring on me. Where is it? There. No longer over encumbered. I'm gonna do a quick save because I defeated those people. I think there's only one left in here. I think. Yeah. That Khajiit? No, it's a headless zombie. Junk. Then let's open it. I'll definitely take the gold. Definitely hear some undead creeping around. Can't see them though. There he is. let's switch back to the bow. Creep down here. We still got one left. There he is. Save real quick, just in case he's some kind of like ultimate badass. I don't think he will be, but...
You're pathetic!
See, the thing with necromancers, you just ignore the summons because they will just resummon. So just whack them until they're dead. And make sure you take health potions before it's too late. Because whatever it is going to be hitting you hard in the back. You're pathetic. You're the one who's going to die here, not me. My apparel is broken. Here we go, we have a poison. I want to know what happened to my other poisons. Another staff. Killed the necromancers in the cave. I should return to the shrine. I will. God dang, that was difficult. What's down here? My apparel is broken. My apparel is broken. My apparel is broken. Jesus. I don't know how people play without taking along repair hammers. Apparently I'm out of them. Yeah. Nothing we can do about the broken apparel. So really, nothing down here? Orchid shield. That'll sell for a pretty penny. Alright, time to get out of this dark hellhole. Okay. Let's see here. definitely hellacious. We're gonna fast travel.
Well done. Those creatures were an affront to all life, and I have paid the price for their actions. Take this ring and go with my blessing.
Ring of the Khajiit. Let's see what said ring does. Chameleon on self, 35%. Fortify speed by 10 points. That should help with our sneaky build that we're working on here. I think I'm not gonna wear that around town though. So I think next thing on the docket is we are going to travel back to the Imperial City Market District, sell some stuff, buy some stuff, get this character kind of situated a little bit, because we definitely took a wallop in there.
You have my ear, citizen.
Actually had to use a lot of health potions.
Claudette does a good job.
Look at the muscles
Still.
on you. What is it now?
So I think first things first, we're going to buy repair hammers, repair everything.
What?
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
I'll take all 20 of them.
An excellent deal. Tell your friends about me. Be seeing you.
One moment, please. We're going to sell some stuff to you. Those repair hammers were quite expensive, 400 gold for 20 of them. I think I leveled.
Yeah.
I did. Oh, it's a blurry screen.
Welcome to A Fighting Chance. I'm Rosan, proprietor. I sell the best swords in the city, and I offer advanced training for armorers.
Hello, Rosan.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Possibly. Let's get rid of some of these maces. I don't need all these glass maces. Can I sell all three? Yeah. Absorb, absorb, absorb. Spell on target, 75 points. We'll sell it.
That's more than I usually pay.
We're going to... let's sell it. Orcish, show details. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's heavy armor. In Morrowind, it was like medium armor. They bumped it up to heavy here. We're gonna sell this Khajiit shield. And the boots. Reeves will hold on to for now.
Tell your friends about me. Take care.
boots, shield.
Have mercy. Just
How can I help you?
What's going on with you?
I ran into some comrades to you disturb me.
Garthia is acting even stranger than usual, don't you think?
Certainly not.
Take care.
Okay, so I think we're going to cut the Let's Play right here. I might record another one, but I think this is a good time block. I don't want to make them, what is it, too long? But I enjoy everyone watching, and like always, have a good night.